One. Okay, we are live. I think we did it. Where both of us are on here. So I hope you guys can see both of us now. Since Facebook wasn't cooperating, we tried to go to be live instead. And we're here. So if you guys were here before, we hope you rejoin us because this is fun.
Can you see me and hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can see both of us.
All right. So now I'm going to share to, oh, there we go. So I can, sorry guys, hold on. We are not pros at this. You know what I realized today? You don't have to hardly know anything to have a business anymore. I'm not good at, I don't know, you know, I have no background in sales. I have no background in IT. I certainly don't know how to use Instagram and technology and Facebook and all this other stuff.
And it works, right? If we're able to do it, anybody can do it, right?
Let's hope it works. So let's see if I've got it on my page now. How do I get? See, I don't know if I'm looking at, oh, okay.
So I think there's a little bit of a delay because I'm on my phone watching it. So I think there's a little bit of delay to Facebook for what we're saying.
Yeah, there is. Anyway, okay, well, I'm going to ignore
I think we should get started.
Yeah.
If you guys are here, say hi.
How do we?
I have my phone so I can see any comments, and hopefully,
we won't know if anybody's watching us, though, do we? Unless they. Oh, yeah.
So that this way, if anybody comments, I can answer. But
here, comment, guys.
We're gonna get started because we don't want to keep you guys here all day. But isn't this fun? This little banner thing. So that's on Be Live. And anyways, I surprised Deborah with it. She didn't know I was going to write that on here. But our plan is to, I know I said last week, to come on and do different things and different topics all the time, fun things, you know, and anyway, today, what?
I said we can't be too serious, not the two of us.
Obviously not.
Not really.
But we actually got this to work this way. So I guess this is the only way we're going to be able to come on together, if we want to come on together, is by pushing it through Be Live this way. So
I know if anybody's been able to do Facebook and invite anybody. If there's anybody, if there's anybody out there watching this that knows if you can, because you used to be able to go Facebook Live and then invite through your comments people that were watching, invite them to join your broadcast. We have tried for days now and have not been able to do it. So did Facebook get rid of that? Does anybody know?
Yeah, if you know, let us know in the comments, please, because we've looked up YouTube, we've Googled everything and done everything it says, but there is no option to have somebody else join you on the Facebook Live. So if you know, did they get rid of that? Just let us know, because otherwise
if we're doing something wrong, because we've tried everything we can think of, which that's not necessarily saying a lot, but anyway. So anyways, go ahead.
Well, we wanted to actually come on here now. Third time is a charm that we finally made it on here together. What we finally wanted to talk to you guys about today was we just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about our story and our personal stories about taking our personal nutrition formula, because the neat thing about it is everybody gets their own formula made for them. So it's totally different, and it's so interesting because everybody has totally different things happen for them and to their bodies and their experience with it, you know. So we just thought we'd have two of us on here so you could see the differences in our testimony. And if you guys are watching, we do have a Uforia group where, excuse me, where customers and nutritionists can go in there and can, you know, talk about what they're experiencing with their own personal nutrition. So it's so interesting reading through everybody's thing.
And anybody can join it. I mean, we invite you. You don't have to be a customer or a nutritionist yet. If you're just curious and want to learn more about it, let us know, because we can invite you to the group.
Yeah, so if that's something you're interested in, just let one of us know and we can put you in there and you can read through that all and it's super interesting. But I'll let Debra start since she's the guest today.
Over here. Oh,
The
over
guest
there. Oh, I can't
over here.
Anyway, there goes your phone. It's funny because exactly 1 year ago, like 2 days ago, I guess, it popped up in my memories that I had been taking nutrition for 1 year. I got my first order. So it's kind of a timely video we're doing. But anyway, just real quick so people know, nutrition is a customized formula made just for you based on your DNA. And as you can see, it has a barcode. My name's on it. Rhonda has her name on hers. So everybody's is different. I think I have 58 products in mine.
58. I think I have 66 and Rob has 68.
Yeah. So everybody is different. It comes in powder or capsule. And mine is little capsules. And you can get it in powder, but a lot of people like to do that. But I prefer capsules.
Well,
anyway,
you know what I like about the capsules? A little off subject here, though. So if you're a kind of person you don't know if you're going to like the powder or whatever, because there is nothing in here. So I can tell you right now, it does not taste good. But you could add it to smoothies or something. But if you're a person who's like, well, maybe sometimes I would want the capsules or that. So it's just the powder in these little capsules. So you could actually open them up if you wanted to some days and put them in a smoothie or something.
Yeah. Have you tried that?
No.
I haven't either. I can't imagine. I'm sorry, but it's whole food. It's whole food. There's no additives, no preservatives, all natural herbs and minerals, vitamins, and it tastes like a whole mixture of whole food, raw. And yeah, it's not that good, but it's very easy to take, especially when you know the benefits of it. So just really quick to talk about my experience with it. A year ago, I heard about this and I was like, anything that might help me sleep better would be kind of cool. But I'd never had my DNA tested. So you just swab, send in your DNA test to a HIPAA certified lab, just like at a doctor's office. It's completely safe. Now I say that doctor's office, it's not covered by insurance. And the reason for that is because we do not want to ever have to supply anybody's DNA information to an insurance company. So it's very safe. The only way your results can be shared is if you share them personally with somebody. But anyway, so I did my DNA test and I had no idea. I'd never really thought about DNA with nutrition. It's kind of a whole new field, nutrigenomics, that I wasn't that up on. And so I was like, well, I'll give this a try. So I get my report and I was shocked. Some of the stuff that I've had trouble with my whole life, I found out it's because I have inherited weaknesses from my parents. I've had bad knees, not all my joints, but my knees all my life. I couldn't ride a bike. I couldn't do anything hardly athletic. I definitely couldn't run or anything. And I found out one of my gene weaknesses was inflammation. And that, what's the word? It impacts your joint and mobility and stuff. And so that it didn't surprise me. So, but I was glad to know that I'd actually inherited that. And then another thing that did really shock me a lot was that I am susceptible to autoimmune illnesses like fibromyalgia, Alzheimer's. I think Lyme's is one of them. There's so many. Arthritis. I had no idea. Nobody in my family has any of that, but I have a weakness for that. So I was really excited to get my product and start taking it. Now, I will say, I can't tell that I'm fighting off Alzheimer's or doing anything to stave off an autoimmune illness, but that's okay because mentally I know that I'm doing that. And that gives me peace of mind like I never would have had.
The good thing about it too is, like, on that note, like, these genes that we test for they're called actionable genes, which means they can be strengthened with the proper nutrition. Now, we have hundreds of studies that the company has done over the years. So they have multiple studies for each gene and which nutrition can actually, like, help strengthen that gene. So even though you have a weakness there, it's been proven that with the proper nutrition, you can definitely strengthen that weakness.
Exactly. And that's where the peace of mind comes in, knowing that my formula, based on those results, has more of the correct whole foods in it that support those genes than ones that are working fine for me. The other thing was, a couple of years ago, I had a really bad reaction to some shampoo, and my hair fell out by the handfuls. My hair used to be so thick, I couldn't even use rubber bands. I mean, I just couldn't get all my hair into them, and it just came out by the clumps. And I thought it was just age related. I had my thyroid checked. That wasn't a problem. And I tried everything that any salon owner told me to try, all kinds of things to put on and pills to take and shampoos. Nothing helped. And I quit, obviously, using the shampoo when I realized it had to be coming from that, because I tried everything else. And it got a smidge better, but it was still falling out, like to the point where I thought I was going to have to get a wig, literally. It was so thin. And I wasn't expecting, because I thought once your hair is gone, it's gone. And I cannot believe, I mean, you know, I wish I had pictures. I didn't take any pictures back then. I tried to disguise it, you know, pull it all up in front and all this stuff. And it's quit falling out. It's like normal again, and it's coming back. And the cool thing was, now this is left over from years of coloring my hair, but it's close to my natural color. And I went to the hairdresser. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but I quit coloring her a year ago. And I went to the hairdresser not too long ago, and there's these red streaks in my hair. And I asked my hairdresser, I said, why isn't this hair growing? That's up. I mean, all of this is down here. And she's looking at it really carefully. And she goes, your pigment is coming back into your hair. And come to find out, that's not that unusual. We've had a lot of customers and nutritionists in our group talk about the fact that their color is coming back.
That's amazing.
That is amazing, isn't it?
It's so cool. So
that's two really cool things for me. I would say the other thing is, now I just turned 65, and you figure, like, as you get older, you have to accept things are changing, right? So I had realized a couple of years ago, like, I was trying to open jars and stuff, and I just did not. I mean, I've always had a good grip. I couldn't get anything open. I had to go buy those claw things and those rubber things and everything to get stuff open. And I would say 3 months into my nutrition, all of a sudden I opened something and I was like, wait a minute. How did I do that? It was just like being normal again. And now I never have to use those grippy things anymore. My strength is back in my hands. I don't know why or how, if it has to do with the inflammation, but I love that.
Who cares? Right?
I know. And then I would say,
as long as it's getting better, that's all that matters.
And I see it's getting better and better and better. Stuff is still improving. And I'll say my one last thing, and then I'll turn it over to you, is my sleep. I was telling Rhonda not too long ago that we were both flight attendants, and I always prided myself as I can sleep anywhere. And I can go to sleep anywhere because, I mean, after you've been in airplanes and hotels and airports, you can sleep anywhere. But I thought it was normal to wake up every time you moved or turned. You know, I just thought that's how I've always slept. Well, literally 3 days into taking what we call pre-trition, which is the forerunner to your actual product, I was sleeping like a rock, like not waking up at all. And I wake up, my hand would be asleep because I had it on, you know, my sleeping on it. I'm like, this is amazing. And
that's one of the things that happened to me too. Like, I am the lightest sleeper ever, like forever. My whole life, I've always been a light sleeper. I mean, to the point, like Rob makes
you
fun
thought
of me.
you were a light sleeper.
Right. I mean, but Rob would always make fun of me because I'd be like, what's it? What's it? Like, I could hear everything and he could sleep through anything. Like, he's the soundest sleeper ever. But when I started taking the same thing, the pre-trition and then my nutrition, oh my God, like sometimes he gets up like to go to work and I don't even feel him get out of bed some days. Like I am like sound asleep. Like I sleep so soundly. Like even if I wake up to go to the bathroom, I come back to bed and that would be the other thing. I would be laying there before, and then it took me a while. Now I'm just like back to sleep. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. And that's not unusual either. So many people have experienced that, but everybody's different. So tell us more about your experiences.
So a couple of my experiences have been, one is my skin. You can't really see because this lighting is horrible here. But anyways, those of you who know me know that, I've had bad acne my whole life. I think from the time I was 16 or 17, it got really bad. Anyways, and I have tons of acne scars from it. And
it's so much better now.
It's, first of all, like I was still always breaking out, even with the other things that I was doing before this, which helped. But now it's even better. Like I hardly ever get a breakout. And my skin is just getting so much, like the scars are getting so much better. It's just amazing to me. And then when I was reading into it, like one of the things that it does is it helps with the reverse aging thing. So it's starting to have your body produce your own collagen again. So, which is even better than taking, a collagen supplement. So my skin, that's been one thing for me, which has been amazing. Along that line, like my hair and my nails are growing like weeds. I feel like I'm trimming my bangs almost every other day. Like it's crazy how much that's changing. But then another thing that was really cool was when I went for my eye test a few months ago. A few years ago, obviously, at my age, I started needing reading glasses and, have progressive lenses and stuff. So my eyes stayed the same except for my reading glass part. That actually got better this time. So that was super interesting to me.
I have astigmatism and I have the trifocals, and I can take my glasses off now to watch TV from a distance. My nearsighted is still bad, but my distance is just as good with or without glasses now. So I know it's improved. I got to go get a new glasses test.
Yeah, that was interesting. And then this year when I went for my physical, now I've never been on any medications or anything. I'm not a big believer in medications, but if I was starting to have a problem like last year, my glucose levels were elevated. They were on the high side. So, but my doctor knows I don't like to take medication. So he's like, well, we'll just watch it, see what happens next year or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, and as you, get older too, your numbers start to creep a little bit, but they weren't anywhere where I needed to be on medication, but they were now going like towards that higher side. And this year, when I just went for my physical, I think I went in August or the beginning of September, one of those. Anyways, everything dropped. Everything dropped. My glucose level this year, he actually sent me for an A1C test because it was high last year and I had never had one of those tests before. And when I went into the doctor's office and he was looking, at the reports and stuff, and he's like, why did I send you for an A1C test this year? And he flipped to the last year's and he's like, wow. He goes, because your glucose was a lot higher last year. He's like, that's a huge drop. He's like, what have you been doing? It was such a huge drop in that one. And then, like some of my other levels, even though they were still on the normal, they were higher normal, everything dropped. So seeing the blood work numbers was very interesting.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, it's astounding. I mean, and our results are not unusual. it's just to reiterate, this is a product. We call it nutrition. My lighting is, the sun's going down here. And it is formulated specifically for your body based on your DNA. So we test 18 genes for high blood pressure, cholesterol, bone density, inflammation, weight loss, immune system,
gut health.
Yes. And oh my gosh, just so many. I can't even.
We just wanted to like really give you just a little some of our testimony. So, and what we've experienced on it. Obviously, since everybody gets a different formula, everybody has different experiences. Like we said, we don't want to stay on here too long. So if you want to get into that, you know, that group that we have where, and see what other people are experiencing, you know, let one of us know. We'd be happy to put you in that group. There's no obligation for anything. Yeah. And, you know, we just wanted to share that if you want to know more about getting your DNA tested for your health genes, you know, just let one of us know and we can get you more information on that too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is not, what's the word I want to say? I can't even think. It's so cool. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought, except that we're the only company that does this. And it's so exciting to see how it's helping people. And
it is.
Like our results are not unusual, but they're different because everybody's DNA is different. So everybody's experience is different. But like Rhonda said, that's what we just wanted to give a quick share about some of the stuff that we've experienced and hopefully can help some other people with this stuff.
Yeah. So that's all we wanted to do today. Just come on here and share about this. And we'll be coming live and doing some other fun things.
Oh, yeah.
We have some really fun topics.
Yes.
Yeah, that we have maybe differences of opinions on, and then we want to see what everybody else's opinion on it is on it too.
Yes.
So it'll be fun. So hopefully you can join us on other lives, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye, Rhonda. Bye, everybody.